Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at a deck that plays the Beanstalk, and I think we're going to get to do some really big things with it. I want to say the core of today's deck comes from someone that goes by Average Gamer, but let's start by talking about Up the Beanstalk. This card actually is pretty sweet. Comes into play, you draw a card, and every time you play a thing that costs 5 or more, you also get to draw a card. Now, this doesn't matter if the cost is reduced in the case of something like Leyline Binding. So you get to play this and you still get a card, which is pretty sweet. You get to remove something and get a card at instant speed. We like that. But then there's also other stuff here we get to play, like Virtue of Persistence. Now, we don't get anything for the small side, but if we do actually cast the full enchantment, we'll get the bonus card. But this card's just good anyway. Herd Migration obviously goes into these types of decks, helps you find land, and then later in the game, you get to play a pile of bodies. Now, an interesting removal card we get to play is March of the Wretched. Great because it also gains life, but you can play it for 4 or 5, and then that also qualifies to get you the extra card off of the Beanstalk, which is super great. We also have just really big stuff we can play in the form of Titan of Industry. This card honestly does so much, and anytime you can play a deck where you have the mana to do it, you might as well. Because we're going to be playing 27-ish land in this deck to give us more chances to hit all of our stuff. Also, this is a fun deck because we get to play Workchop Warchief. This is a card we don't get to play very often, but I love that it gives us extra life. It gets a body for replacement. Late in the game, it can just be 5 damage at Blitz, which is awesome. And again, you can get bonus cards off of this, which is great. So, nothing to complain about here. This should be a really fun and interesting deck. If you want the full deck list, it will be at the end of the video, like always. Or you can go down to the description, look for the blue arrows. It'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can see today's deck and a pile of other decks that already have Eldraine stuff in them and are ready to go for you. Let's go see, though, how many cards we draw off of this Beanstalk. Okay, let's see what we can do with the... I mean, we drew a Beanstalk, so yeah, let's just keep it. If we get any untapped land, that'd be fine. It could set these up. Okay, we didn't find one, so we're just going to be taking our time. But the opponent's not pressuring us much here. No telling what type of deck they're even playing at this point. Does make me a little reluctant to even want to play Up the Beanstalk, though, if I'm being honest. I think I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm not going to feel good about it. Because if they are playing, like, I don't know, I guess they could be playing Selesnya Enchantments. It'd be a little weird. But if they had all, like, the 3-mana exile enchantments. Oh, I was going to say, or they could have just had, like... Destroy Evil or something there would have been just as good. Alright, well, we'll definitely have to try to get rid of Thalia, because, you know, that's bad for business, obviously. Yeah, if we're gonna get rid of... Let's try this first and see if they have a way to protect it. If they do, then we can always try March later, which is fine. Go ahead and pass. No need to be in a huge hurry here. This is... I can't tell if this is soldiers or humans. Probably Selesnya Humans, if I were guessing. Alright. Well, we don't like that, so we're going to have to get rid of Adeline at some point. They have something for 1 mana here that they're not playing, and I don't know what it is. And that's kind of frustrating. Because if we go for March, and they could even put 1 counter on it, we won't kill the creature. Which is a bit scary, I'm not going to lie. Oh boy, what are we looking to do here? Still need to draw more land. Alright, I guess we pass? We do have a couple of Sunfalls we could draw. But I'm hoping maybe they tap out some mana here. Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do. I guess I could have went super safe maybe and like done this for 2 and this for 2, which would have been alright. Wouldn't have been great. Alright, well now I have to try. Just as is. I'm assuming they have something to protect it though. I mean, I could discard the Virtue, but... They're probably protecting this with a royal token or whatever. And we're toast anyway. Alright. If they got it, we got to draw a Sunfall or we're dead, basically. Okay. I mean, we're still not great off here, but better than where we were. Come on, Lance. You know, you are a land. I'm not going to complain. Beggars and choosers and all that good stuff. And we can also go search for our 7th land here, too. So let's go ahead and kill this. Or try to. Alright, that worked. And we're still at 16 somehow. So we are weathering the storm. I am concerned that they maybe have something like a Sadly, I think we have to search for a land. I was thinking I might try to just kill the veteran here, but I think we just kind of have to risk it for the biscuit. Or we end up dead. I guess we can get blue, no real reason. But I'm looking and figuring... Oh, actually, do we have enough green? I almost made a mistake there. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we do. Okay. We have everything anyway. I'll just take this. Alright. We're at 11. We're not dead yet by any stretch, so we can kind of keep on keeping on. I'm willing to accept that they have a we're gonna gain life in this. That should keep us alive. Even after they, I'm assuming, Brutal Cathar our Titan. Alright. Expected to see that. And now it also gives us the possibility of killing a Titan. And then getting back some other stuff, which is great. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, yeah, let's kill this. Now, obviously, they can use the other one out of their yard, but we're going to make that very difficult on them. If at all possible. We can go Titan, get another blocker, gain 5 life, go to 10. And we'd have 2 blockers for their team. Or, we could just kill the Brutal Cathar, get the Titan back. Possibly block with this. Which I don't hate that plan either. I don't think we can get away with playing Virtue yet. We've still got to stabilize here somewhat. You know what, though? I'm going to do this first. I don't know why I have a feeling that it just feels ugly if I try to target, but I don't know what that last card is. Alright. 5 life and a Deuter. So we don't mind another Brutal Cathar here, if that's what that last card is. Come on, show me a Cathar. It was a Cathar. Alright, cool. That's good. Because now they don't even have any great attacks here. Like, they could use the Guardian. They don't have a card to discard to it. So we're good and stable here now. Took a minute, but we took a lot of damage. We had to gain a lot of life here. I mean, we gained 4, 4, 5, and 5 to be at 10 life. Which is crazy. Well, after your opponent was doing all out of that emoting, now they're going to try to rope. Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's the life you want, right? Where the opponent starts out with your go, blah, blah, whatever. And then you stabilize and now they just got to eat it. Honestly, this is the best part for me. I know people get mad when their opponents rope, but it's like, that's such a good feeling. That means you did so much stuff right that your opponent now is just sitting and wallowing. And they're probably pounding their desk and like, how did I lose to the stupid deck where I had everything and I removed all their stuff? And like, you know, that's what I'm about. And let it be known, with our hand, the opponent pretty much can't win from here. Because we could get back another Titan and another body. We could gain life. We could play a Virtue, get stuff out of the graveyard. We have March for plus 3, 6, 7, 8 life if we want it. Yeah, they're not even close to winning this one. There you go. Ooh, no green mana, but we also don't have any of the green cards in hand, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Well, you still need to find another white. So like this is a bit dicey of a hand, but we'll see what happens. Depending on what we're up against. I mean, of course, the opponent's just gonna go land Thalia and just force us to have to kill something. Oh, nope, they didn't. That's nice. Oop, I don't actually want to play that here yet. We might need another color of mana later for these Sunfalls. Alright, you got it. You have a virtue token. Yep. Oh, what are we going to do here? And nothing else? I feel like I should be saving this for, like, Adeline or something, but sure. See what the opponent's got going on. Gonna save it? Hey, alright. That's a thing. Better than that coming at our face. I mean, if you got another, great. Feel free to save it. Love to see it. Like those all got used defensively. Great. Those could have hit way harder. And now I can get a Sunfall with some real value. So that's awesome. Alright. Then we can play a Workshop War Chief, which is great. Oh, we can also destroy that later if we feel we need to. Oh, do I not have... Oh, I don't have another green. I needed to play this. Dang it. Well, that sucks, because I'm definitely not wanting to use that. That sucks. Alright, I think we're going to attack. In the turn. We'll see what the opponent does here on whether I want to actually use this or not. Steel Seraph. Alright. I think I will just Sunfall that. Not going to Besage you here. They're down to 2 cards, so I don't want to be too hasty about it, especially if I get the option to play these. Got a 2/2 body. That's the turn. Have another one? Yep, they have another one. Alright. I think here's what we're going to do. Okay, we got that, so that's nice. We might just kill a Steel Seraph. And then just try to play Virtue the rest of the way. Their stuff's exiled. I don't have anything in the yard. So Virtue does nothing right now anyway. So what if we just did this? We take the hit one time. Might be Brutal Cathars or something. If so, we'll just have to deal with it. Take a big hit from a Steel Seraph. Yep. Got it. And you haven't done anything else. It's not a Brutal Cathar? Wow. Okay. I assumed it would be. I guess what I get for assuming, huh? Oh, I could have set that up too. I wasn't even thinking. Alright. I'm going to assume they can flash something in here, because the white decks have a lot of flash effects, but totally worth it. Alright. Well, if they don't have anything, I guess we're going to go for the Virtue. First Striker is still good with +1/+1s on it. Oh, can't play this now because she's out. Gosh dang it. I've just been a turn slow on my decisions here. We attack. They take 2. We get a 4/4. I guess that's something. We're not doing anything else here if we're just sitting back, right? Sure. I don't know if the opponent realized they were going to kill our creature with first strike anyway. But good to know their hand is probably just more of these weird defensive pump spells. Yep, they gave up. Actually, I just realized I had 8. I'm not sure why it didn't let me cast the Virtue. 2, 4, 6, 8. Because it's only 7 plus 1 from Thalia. Maybe I just misinterpreted something. I could have cast it and just didn't. But either way, didn't really matter. Opponent obviously just had defensive pump spell thingies in hand, and we were able to start growing. Once I think we started getting their Steel Seraphs and stuff back, and then we just go into infinite War Chiefs, because we can keep getting the War Chief back, getting another 4/4. We're just going to outbody them at some point. And this was going to become a 3/3 too. So, yeah. Took a bit. Very interesting deck. I haven't seen anything like that in mono white, which is kind of cool, because that's a lot of pump effects. But, yeah, glad to get that one, because it felt like that could have slipped away. Okay, let's go for it. Ooh, against mono red. Alright. Let's see where this goes. Good news is we did get the Beseju, so we could play Azusa, play a land, have access to a herd migration for 3 life, leyline something, and then figure out what to do from there. Yeah, we can do this. Go ahead and play that tapped. Alright, so now we have some options. And we're actually going to be a turn away from a War Chief, so that's cool too. Obviously, we would like to wipe the board if we get a chance, but even if not, this would be mostly fine. I think I'm going to wait till they attack to use that. Yeah, let's go ahead and just pass. We're at 13. Let them go to the attack step. Mostly so we don't remove Squee and they play another Squee. Is really what this is about. Alright. Figure that's where we save the most damage. Opponent can lightning strike us here, possibly. Yep, we're going to offset some of that. Let's get... I mean, we kind of have everything already. We got swamps, land, forests. We have multiple green. I guess we'll take this. Alright, they're going to take 2, 4, 5, 6. So we'll be at 8, but then we're going to gain 3. So we're going to go to 11, and we'll have 2 blockers. So don't hate that. With the opponent down to 1 card. Could be much, much worse. Go ahead and play this and play this. Alright. Even if they do have a lightning strike for a blocker, we get to replace it with a 4/4. Sounds good. Need to replace this with something much better, though. Let's go here. We'll take 4. Alright, so we're at 7. At 7 and didn't even lose a creature. Wow. I mean, next turn we could just do that. I mean, I guess I could sit on it in case I need. Okay, let's do this. Pass the turn, and then if for some reason we need 3 life, we could fire this off. If not, we just make a bunch of bodies. Adversary, there is a lightning strike. Yep, so we're going to have to use this for 3 life. Dang it. Sucks too, because next turn we had 3 more life coming. We were so close. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to gain our 3. Just take another forest. Actually, we don't have double white yet. I didn't notice that last time. That could be important. Black here, and we'll take 4 and go to 3. Then we gain 3 and go to 6. And that's kind of all we can do, sadly. Yeah, no attacks. We didn't draw anything here. Opponent gets anything, we're dead. And we have to let them see a lot of cards off of Felton, because we got to block them. Man, if there were ever a time we needed a Titan, that was it. I was going to say, even if it's just a land, you just cycle to find the land, right? Yeah, that's the right play. We don't have... Well, So we're going to take 5. Ugh. I mean, we have to just take the 5, go to 1. Instead of giving them a card there. Oh, why was this not last turn? Now I lose my 3/3. But we at least get a 5/5 in its place. Alright, let's attack at least. Hope they don't draw a burn spell. I mean, they get 2 shots at it. Alright. Yep, that's it. GG's. Ah, man. I had too many dead turns in the middle. Alright, let's keep it. Feels like we have the beginnings of stuff. We don't have even 1 white mana for that yet. So that's going to be a little unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and off this now. Even though I would have liked to go searching for lands and such. Alright, that's not too bad. I think I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I could play this and this next turn. And that's probably better. So at least guarantee I get 1 shot at it. Because I can search for a land here. Yep, that's fine. Go to 20. Then gain 3. I'm going to go ahead and get that plains, because that's important. And then, what am I missing? I do... Oh, well, I need a double white anyway, so it doesn't matter greatly. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play this. Well, there's that island. Yeah, actually, even having a Boseiju here is pretty nice. So I don't hate that, really. Sure. I mean, they might just exile our Up the Beanstalk, but, you know, if they do, they do. We'll live with it. Do I care? Because we have the Boseiju... Actually, I don't even care. I think we're just going to take it and Sunfall them next turn. We can just save these for better stuff. We have so much life, it's a non-issue. And then we'll just Sunfall here. Get a card. Alright. You got it. A lowly Calyx. All by his lonesome. Don't hate it. Let's go ahead and play this so we can eventually start attacking. And do we want to wait to remove that? I think so. This is an enchantment. Even if they had responses, we could still kill it. It'd be alright. Would suck, because obviously they've been light on land, but, you know. Come on. Oh, they didn't want to get greedy. I thought they might also, like, Audacity that or something. Protective spell? Nope. Not even remove our ley line. Wow. Okay, we're going to cycle one of these. That's good stuff. Yep, now we're starting to get to where we're going to be putting things away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We could attack with this, but do we need to? Probably not. Let's wait one more turn. Then we'll start turning up the heat a little bit. Wow, opponent has nothing? Strange. Strange. Alright, turn this into a dude, I guess. Wandering Emperor? Nope, just an Iganjo. Wow. Oh, I guess they were hoping we attack with our land, I bet. I could see that. They just have a Kami in their yard? Man, is that crazy that I'm just going to straight up play this? Nah, we're going to do this. Just try to end it. No need messing around here. Go ahead and play this. Our hand's pretty gross. If we don't win from here, I'm going to feel really bad. Like, that's how good our hand is at the moment. Like, to the point it'd be embarrassing to lose with this. Which, of course, now that I said that, is probably going to happen. But, you know. It's off you. You do get a card. We're going to attack with that pile. Just play this. I mean, we just kind of have it all right now. Alright, I'm just going to save this just to cycle at some point. The opponent has no outs here, unless they Sunfall, but even then, we just make 5 more guys. Yep. You search, you exile, you attack, and then that's game. They're not even exiling. Alright, make me a 4/4. Attack with everything. Finish the game with 27 life. And it could have been more. Alright. We go first. You know what? This is a little bit ugly, but I'm going to gamble here. I feel like the power is there, right? We draw a couple land and we're in business. We don't, and it's going to suck a lot. But, you know, that's the risk. Okay, we did at least find another land, so that's a start. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this. And we don't do anything next turn. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, that might help. Okay, deck, let's find a land. For a lot of reasons. But this could be potentially about to get real bad. Oh, wait, are they playing the deck? I have another video coming up where they might be playing the deck I'm thinking about playing. It's a green-red deck that tries to take advantage of the green virtue. Which, if so, that's going to be a bit scary for us. Let's see what they got. Alright, could be. Because they have mana for virtue right here. Oh, it's a Tali. Even worse. Because we have monsters. I mean, if they get one of our Titans, we are screwed. Okay, it looks like they got a March of the Wretched, which doesn't do anything for us. Or for them. Because it's 0, unless they magically have black cards in their hand. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. Them getting more land doesn't help us, but that's a story for another time. Okay, so what can we do here? We could actually march for 1, 2, 3. This untaps 3. That'd be 7. I mean, if they went land Atali after that, that would kind of suck, wouldn't it? Probably need to set up Titan at some point. Oh, gosh. All right. This flips for 9. 2, 4, 6, 7. So they're a little ways from that. All right. I guess we go for it. Okay, that makes it cheaper for us, which is nice. And actually, if we do this, we could trample for some if we wanted to. What if we do it for... Well, we're only going to do it for 2 because we need to herd migration. That's fine. Autopay leaves green open. That's all we needed. Alright, we get a 4-4 and a 3-3. I don't think we've played land yet this turn. And we only have... We do have one... We have 3 lands that make green. We do. 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2 that make white. 2 that make... So we have everything kind of covered right now. I'll just get this anyway in case something happens and make sure we have triple green. Alright, need a top deck of land. No more Atalis, please. Well, they have the mana for another one. Yep. That's unfortunate. We tried. Alright, they got an Azusa and a Topiary Stomper. Okay, so they didn't get big hits off their Atali. Like, we had some stuff they could have got that would have made our life very difficult. So, you know, I'll take it for what it's worth. That had potential to be real bad. Also, though, they can flip Atali next turn now. Which is tough. Because he does 11. Yeah, so one shot could kill us next turn if we're not careful. And we did not get an untapped land. Ah, that sucks. Man, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Alright, this is kind of all we can do here, sadly. Let's see if we can just suck up damage. Man, they don't even have to pay any life. Alright, then I guess we just got to draw Sunfall then, right? That's our way out here? Alright, it's kind of Sunfall or no, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. We die to that next turn anyway. I say that, I guess we could double block for more next turn. This is something. It buys us time. I mean, if we do this, what can we do? We can destroy one of these. We block 7, 11. This is better. We're going to have to block with 12. Ugh. Alright, attack. We're not worried about damage from the others coming through. Those don't even matter in the grand scheme of things. We're at 26. Ugh, why do they keep hitting? Alright, well, we need Sunfall worse than ever now. I mean, you can flip your dude now too, right? Yep, that's the thing you can do. I mean, it's literally, we're just waiting on Sunfall. If we don't hit Sunfall, we're dead anyway, so none of this matters. So we gotta just block with all 5. That's 15, right? That's fine. Don't even need him to untap land. That's stupid. Yeah, just take the 3 there. Alright, here it is. Sunfall or no? That's a big negative. Because now we won't even have enough mana to cast it if we draw it. Nope. Alright. GG's. I guess we're keeping it. Now let's see what we can do. Oh boy, it looks like it's not going to be much. Alright. Maybe this is Azorius Soldiers? Nope. Not at all. Alright. In the turn. Playing against a control deck, we just gotta take our time, y'all. Not a lot's really gonna be happening here. Prepare to watch some paint dry. Because that's what's going down. I guess it can take another planes just in case. I don't even want to cycle any of these yet. We'll just pass. Yep. Card in life for you. Okay, well. Not sure what really happened on the opponent's turn there, but we're just going to pass. Alright, looks like the opponent's still there. Our cards are lit up. There you go. Okay, guess we'll play that. In the turn. I mean, I guess we're just going to make Mirrex tokens and just have dueling Mirrex tokens for a minute. Yep, lots of life for them. Alright, make a 1/1. This is likely one of the few ways we can win against a control deck. If I was guessing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm probably gonna need all of this to get around Make Disappears too. Probably should have just played the Zeotor's Proving Ground here, honestly. Alright, Wandering Emperor. I'll at least get a chance to kill that, which is nice. And I get to use these silly cards that I have 0 other targets for. Wow, really? You wouldn't just make a 2/2 and try to block that? Okay, well, I'll get to save the Virtue, I suppose. Just do this for 2. I mean, I'm going to assume they have more Wandering Emperors, since they were willing to just throw that one away. And we'll just do it again. I mean, if we can get them to flash in a Wandering Emperor, then we just, like, play a Titan or something, you know? Alright. Make a 1/1. Hey, finally, a Beanstalk. That's one way we could possibly get ahead here. Attacking. Play that tapped. Play a Titan. Make our choices. Gonna be that and a shield counter. In the event that they just have a depopulate. But most of the time, people playing hardcore control have either a Sunfall or a Farewell. So I could have taken the 5 life and been mostly safe, especially with 2 Titans behind, but we'll see. Part of the logic is if there's just a depopulate, we end up with the 7/7, we can attack with that and the 4/4, see what happens. Well, weird, it looks like the opponent was there, so I don't know if they're just roping or distracted or what, but it looks like we're going to get this one with them just timing out. Oh, alright. Okay, I guess we'll keep it. Alright, well, that's direct. Literally. Okay. Let's put this in. I think we're going to have to Virtue something. Then probably play a tap land, search for a land, to make sure we have double white. And then maybe Beanstalk, then something. And hope that's good enough. I think that's our working plan at the moment. Or maybe we just... Yeah, we'll search for a land first, I think. Alright. Interesting they didn't play a creature. Oh, they might have just Warfares. That's gonna suck. Oh, Squee, actually. Huh. Alright. Intriguing. Alright, we'll go ahead and search. Make sure to get that plains. And then, I think we kill that, play this tapped. I'm trying to think about what the next turn looks like. I mean, then we Beanstalk and nothing, which is not great, but might be all we have going for us. And this gives us enough life to still play with, so we're not really in a hurry here. I mean, they might also just have another Squee. If they do, that's gonna hurt. Or who knows? They could have the dinosaur here or whatever. Okay, Godric, and play a 1/1 thing. So rage. Yep. We take 8. Not a surprise. That is something that happens these days. Ooh. I was gonna play. The problem is we can't play Beanstalk here because there is a chance we just die. So I'm fine. Actually, we probably need to gain as much life as we can. So we do this. We pass. Let them play whatever they're going to play to try to get Godric big. Because we can't kill that. And then we'll try to Sunfall next turn. And hopefully have enough life that we don't die to like Squee or something. I mean, we don't have a lot of choices here. Just got to make the most of it, you know? Alright, there's a rage for that. We can actually kill that. Because that was going to be our plan anyway. We'll do that for 3. Now they have to have something else to pump Godric for the turn. Admittedly, makes our Sunfall worse, but, you know, what are we going to do? Alright, so we go to 10. Being at 10 is actually much better than where we could have been. This card, really nice here, actually. So now we can kind of take a step back and slow our roll a little bit again. Play this, still leaving the mana open that we want. Get a card. Nice. Alright, pass. So now we have a ley line available. So we don't have to be in a huge hurry. Their hand could also be another Godric. Oh, that dude. That's highly annoying. Okay then. That's not our friend. Alright, we're gonna go down to 6. And be unfortunate if they have another Godric. I'm not sure what we do otherwise. I think sadly we can't lean on the Sunfall like we wanted to. I think we have to gain as much life as we can from the March. Because they could go land Godric here. So we have to gain 2, 4, 5. I mean, Godric straight up is going to be a 4/4 plus however much they want to pump into it. But let's see. If they just go to the attack step and all they have is burn spells, that's good. Unless they're 2 lightning strikes and then they just kill us with our march on the stack. They may also be calculating that we could turn our land into a creature. Because we do have Restless Cottage. So that's real too. Man, this is intense. Here I am still looking for like a Titan or something. Alright. I mean, I guess we got to take it. Good news is I don't think they have a 4 damage thing here for us. So we should be at least somewhat okay. Alright, opponent's going to the attack step. So this is where we kill the Raiju. Or at least try. We're going to hit it for 5. Which is good in case they have another Monstrous Rage. Oh, just another land. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Oh, no. We're going to go to 7 and we could die next turn. Oh, this is tight. I think it is a Rage. And the opponent's choosing not to use it. Okay, that's maybe a thing. All right. If we play a land, that gives us 7. This takes 4 additional. So actually, we could do that. All right. Let's do this. Kill this, so we go to 10. Pass the turn. If they get Squee out of the yard, we could block with the 4/4 land. Then just start attacking and gain life off the food. And I think that'd be good enough. Maybe. Yep. All right. They're going for Squee, which is going to take all their mana, at least for the time being. So that's good. And even if we block and they just choose to kill our land, that's fine if they have another spell. All right. I mean, we got to do it. And they don't have enough to get it back. Excellent. You love to see it. Do that, get a card. Don't feel good enough yet with 2 spells still being in the opponent's hand. So let's just do this first. And we'll attack. That lets us get a food. Remove the Squee. And then... have I played a land? No, I have played a land. Alright. In the turn. So we're at 11. We're at a lot less now. Because they can play Monstrous Rage. Alright. You got it. Okay. That's 7. We'll go ahead and gain our 3 now. Take 7, go to 4. Nice. Don't hate that. Get a card. Titan. Excellent. You are almost it, friend. You are almost it. Go ahead and play this tapped. Just to make sure we don't lose to wackiness. And we got 2 cards left. I don't know what they are. We're at 9, though. And we know they're playing some hitters. Right, sure. Get a 4/4 body in its place, which is better because we don't take trample here. Alright, I think we finally did it. Opponent has no recourse now. Yep, now we're just going to start playing everything. Whew. Got real low there a couple times. It was dangerous. But yeah, now we're almost attacking for lethal now, right? We attack for 15. Alright, Raiju it is. Yep. Oh, that was a good one. Man, it's not often you get to beat Mono Red when they do all this and have that crazy start. But I'll take it. Like that. And honestly, I think there was a turn in there where I could have attacked and removed the Squee and just left food up. But I also was worried because I think they still had 2 cards left and I didn't know what was going to happen. So I probably could have made it a little easier on myself. Possibly. But I felt like I was gambling with what was left in hand. But regardless, it worked out. We'll take the win against Mono Red. Yeah, so overall, I think the deck is actually decent. My concerns are that... Well, we'll talk about that. I think if there's anything here, I would probably want, like, 1 less... Like, we have so many lands. I could go 61 in this and not feel bad. But I feel like I need to cut either a Virtue or a March. And I know those are our early removal and all that good stuff. But I feel like I need to cut a Virtue or a March to play an extra, like, play some number of Wandering Emperors. Because I think those would help a lot, just straight up being able to remove a threat. And I think that would just make some of the games a little bit easier while you're waiting to get to 6 and 7 mana. And yes, they don't draw cards off the Beanstalk, but I think that's totally okay just for the power of the card. I would also be looking to remove either a mountain or an island and add an additional plains. I think would be my plan here. And it looks like we have 2 lands that make mountains and only 1 that counts for an island. So I would probably just cut the mountain. Would make the most sense to me. And play another plains if we add in the 2 Wandering Emperor. Because we almost never needed both the plains, or I mean the mountain and the island. So I'm okay with that. I almost never really needed a mountain for the most part. So yeah, I don't know which is better to cut. Maybe the Virtue and go +2 Wandering Emperor. That's probably what I'm doing here. And I think that works out fine. Still leaves us a lot of land. I think we're playing 27, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 45, 6, 7, 8, 27. So we have lots to hit early with Azusa. Lots of lands we can draw into. So yeah, this feels a little bit better, I think, than just the way it was playing. But I don't hate the deck. It actually is fine. But I do want to talk about something very important if you decide to play this. I want to be clear here that I actually just conceded through several control matchups because even when I was winning, they were taking too long and they just weren't going to make the cut for the video because this deck already plays kind of slow. So yeah, I think control matchups are going to be difficult anyway. I can tell you every game felt, I think it was like 20+ minutes. So if you're running into a lot of control decks, you can play it out for a little bit, maybe concede it, move on unless you just want to play a long game of Magic. It is winnable between your creature lands and just trying to out-card them with Beanstalk gives you a shot. But those are kind of all you really have going for you on those fights. A little bit better now that we added in some Wandering Emperors, but just take that, be aware of it when you go into those matchups. But otherwise, against the creature fights and the mid-rangey stuff, this actually isn't too bad. You have a lot of versatility in several situations that could really work out in your favor. So I like a lot of what the deck's doing. It's a little bit different, and it's an interesting use of the Beanstalk. So yeah, I'm into it. I'm sure it's not going to be for everybody since it's kind of a control-y style deck, but it actually uses some non-control cards, which I do like about it. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Jace the Mind Sculptor. The reason is, this card's a good example of how something can be crazy expensive, and Wizards could reprint it a bunch just to get it down to where it's affordable. Like, the price didn't bottom out. I mean, to find one of these, you still have to spend like 25 to 30 bucks. And there's several versions that are still worth way more than that. But it's at least affordable enough now that if you did want to put one into your deck, or maybe you want to build a deck around it, you can at least do it, where before you were going to spend, hell, a big pile of money to get 4 of them. Now, not so much. So yeah, reprints aren't necessarily always bad, and they don't always just crush the price of a card. But that's going to depend on the card actually being like Jace and still just being really good and playable. Now, if you were checking this deck out because it's Abzan colors and maybe you just are looking for something else like that, I have one that's going to be a bit more fun for you, and it's not going to be control-y at all. You should check that out. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.